Well, hello. My name is I go by DJ, but my actual name is Dezhane. Dezhane Hira. I'm kind of from all over the place. I was born in New Zealand in Auckland. That's where I'm from originally. Lived there for a very short period of time, and then I grew up in Brisbane, Australia, for the majority of the part until I was like 12. And in 2010, we moved here to Sandy, Utah, Sandy Midvale area here in Utah. Been here pretty much ever since. I'm a producer. That's where I kind of keep my focuses as far as in the music scene. I also do vocals when I ever have the chance, but my main focus as far as in the music scene is to be a producer and an audio engineer. But it doesn't stop me from trying to make my own music and such. I take a lot of inspiration from R&B, specifically kind of 90s R&B. If you think of artists like New Edition, Jodeci, and etc., just from that time era, those are a lot of artists that I'll take a lot of inspiration to. And then a lot of inspiration I'll get as well, also kind of from kind of like the 70s as well, as far as like the funky side. If you go back to like Zapp and Roger, and like the Barge, and just kind of that soul that came with all that music back in the day as well. But I like to mix that, of course, with today's kind of sound that they do, you know, with the trap scene and hip hop, such as like Bryson Tiller, Drake, etc. So if I was to say what my music is, it's like a conglomeration of like all those kind of things. So we're gonna be singing 3 songs, and these 3 songs kind of have a specific purpose as to why I wanted to sing them. So the first song I'll sing is a cover by a song called Easy by Mac Ayres. Probably one of my like all-time favorite artists and all-time inspirations as far as a type of sound that I want to get. The second song we'll sing is a Maori song, because that's my heritage, which will be He Honore, which translates roughly to like honor. And then the last song I'll sing is an original called Games, which I wrote about February of this year, and was just kind of going through a really tough time in my personal life and had to, get it down on paper. And so those are the three songs I'll be singing for you today. My name is Dezhane Hira, and this is an Iroh Stripp'd session. Oh, you heard what they say. All the more things change, the more they stay the same. Ain't that a shame? I've been good for some time. I'll be lying, say that you ain't on my mind. Just trying to take in some time. Feeling like I'm running away. Never had the chance to say I can say that loving you is easy. I don't need to prove a single thing. Somewhere along the way, I guess you caught under my skin. Yeah, I put all my cards out on the table. You ain't never gonna show your hand. I would try to hold you close to try to understand. As far as like Mac Ayres and that song specifically and what I want to go for, I've always, as far as like my music, I've always wanted to be like a laid back guy and somebody that, you can kind of vibe to late at night in the car. That's always kind of been the type of sound that I've always wanted to communicate to people. And I think Mac Ayres does a beautiful job as far as how to do that, whether that would be like with his guitars or with the chord structures. with his drums and etc. And the second thing I appreciate about him, especially as a producer, is the live aspects that he uses in a lot of his music. A lot of the times I feel such as like producers today, we can get on a keyboard and every sound is on there. You can make drums on a keyboard now. You can make clarinets, saxophones, whatever it may be. But the one thing I respect heavily about his craft is that he tries to use a lot of live sounds, real guitars, real drums, real saxophones to give that effect and that feeling. But as well mixing it with modern day things such as synthesizers and electric pianos and such that aren't necessarily a natural sounding instrument, but it's used in there to kind of create this nice balance of the two. So that's a big thing I appreciate about him. Okay, so next one we'll do is like I said, this is He Honore. For the Maoris out there, most Maoris should know this song. It's a classic. So let's see. He honore, he kororia, maungarong kite whenua, whakaro, paie, ki ngā tangata katoa, ake amine te atua te peringa toku oranga he he kororia maurarongo ki te whenua whakaro paie ki ngā tangata katoa ake amine te atua te piringa toku For me, growing up, especially here in the States, I've always kind of felt very connected to my Maori side. Growing up in Australia for the first, for my childhood before we moved here, that's what I was surrounded by was, by Maoris. And when we moved here to Utah, I didn't get that experience as much as I had hoped when I had moved. But for a long time, I didn't think about it. And it wasn't until in recent years where I had really started to have a very big passion as far as my culture and being Maori, that I wanted to make sure that as an artist and as a producer, that's a part of who I am. So much love to New Zealand, much love to my family back over there at home, and of course Australia as well. And know that I'm always thinking about you guys, and that's a part of who I am. So, this song is called Games. When I originally did this song, I originally started writing the chords for the song way back last year, almost like a year ago when I started. When I was making it, I was dating somebody at the time. And I remember I was thinking, this sounds like a good breakup song. Like, this is really good. Due to unforeseen circumstances, things didn't work out, and I was in a pretty dark place as far as with myself, and didn't really know how to cope with the feelings that I was feeling with everything that was going on. And so with that, this song kind of came to pass, and it's how I was feeling at this moment of time. When I wrote this and I finished it, I just remember feeling such a sense of clarity, and just kind of like this weight off my shoulders. And I think as you listen to the lyrics and as you understand, you'll get a sense of that, as far as like helping me see that peace that I needed. So I present to you Games by myself, Dezhane. Changed eternally, 'cause you played these games with me. But I know that you've been using me. I'm happy as I can be. Don't point the finger at me. Yeah. Sitting in my room just thinking about the situation. Every conversation seems the same, it's all complacent. All this talking back and forth and never stops consistent. I can't take much more of us can be in this position. You ain't gonna get to me, you know I've got my riches. And hopefully you don't act up like all these other. Why you acting like that? 'Cause you know it's true. Can't mess with you 'cause you're cruel. And I ask myself why. Everything you told me, it was all a lie. Got my mind in constant circles, rewind. Can't second guess, can't look back, 'cause I'm done and that's facts. And you know I've been changed eternally. Yeah. But you played these games with me. But I know that you've been using me, yeah. I'm happy as I can be. Thanks again. Appreciate you listening to my music and hearing my craft. Definitely, for real, appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Of course, you can check out, if you'd like to see more stuff of what I've got, you can check out my SoundCloud. I'm in the process of making some other social platforms on which, we're able to, share that music and create that with y'all. But yeah, if you'd like to be along with that part of that journey, feel free to do so. Not only is there, myself on there, but there's also a lot of beats and music production that I make. Once again, this is Dezhane signing off here, and this has been an Iroh session.